this halftime show.
Yeah.
It came.
Man, we've been waiting on this day for a while, right?
Yeah, just to touch on that before we delve into it, like I was just thinking before this episode, it's like so crazy how fast time goes by, because I remember when we were just talking about, you know, like the Lil Wayne hoopla, like, oh my God, Kendrick's gonna do it in February. Like it just seems so far away. It's like next year, but now it's literally over. Like time goes by so fast.
All this rap beef stuff started in May.
Yeah, and now we're literally past the Super Bowl. It's over and we're talking about it. I don't know. I'm just like tripped out right now.
Yeah. I love the fact that you said it's over, because it is over.
Game over. Well, we hope so.
It should be.
That was gonna be one of my points. Like, I hope when his theme was game over, I hope he really meant that. You know, it's over. Let's close the box. But I don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't think it's over because of the fan bases. Both fan bases have become insufferable.
So where do we want to begin? Do we want to talk about the fan bases? Because at this point, we've seen 50,000 think pieces. Yeah. I refuse for us to be one of those podcasts that does a think piece on the think pieces, right? But I do know there are people who give a fuck about what it is that we have to say about it.
Yeah.
Sure. So let's start there. Let's start.
Yeah, we fast forwarded to the ending. Game over.
Let's start there. Yeah. There was a track list that was leaked last week that we didn't really get to cover. I know
because we didn't think it was real.
Well, it didn't come out by the time we recorded. We recorded last Tuesday. I think it may have come out after or maybe while we recorded. I don't know. But we didn't talk about it. There was a track list that was allegedly leaked. And it turned out that it was true. There was a lot of people who looked at the track list and said, this is ass. I cannot believe he's going to do this. Kendrick has way more hits. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And it seemed to be somewhat accurate to what it is he performed.
Yeah.
Pierre, you got it?
Yep. The leak was in order: Bodies, then Squabble Up, Humble, DNA, Euphoria, then Fuck the Big Three line, from Like That, Man at the Garden, Peekaboo, Not Like Us, Tease, Luther, All the Stars, Not Like Us, and then to end with TV Off.
Now, what was interesting about the start of the show was he started with an unreleased song.
Yeah.
Which is going along as, I guess, Bodies for now. This is the same song that he previewed when he was teasing the original release for GNX.
Yeah.
So, of course, in the back of our minds as fans, we're like, there's got to be another project coming, right?
I didn't even think that. But now that you say that, you're right.
Yeah.
Like a whole other project?
It's got to be. Why would
I
you
don't
just
know, because
perform
I
that?
think a lot of us thought that when he first dropped GNX, because they were like, oh, this is like the prelude. And then they were like, okay, the main project is coming out after the Super Bowl. But now seeing how big he's making GNX the tour, making it the centerpiece of his halftime show, now we're like, wait, is this the main project?
Right, because Bodies was not on the original album for GNX.
Nah.
But he performed at the Super Bowl.
Well, there was speculation about a deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that,
so this could, like, Kendrick hasn't given us the output that, hey, I'm going to drop consecutive bodies of work. He just that's just not what he's done. So to do a deluxe, I think, is a lot more feasible than it is to say, you know what, I'm going to drop a complete new body of work.
Yeah.
So maybe they do a deluxe and he puts that on there. But I thought that was kind of dope.
Ooh, I don't know though, because GNX kind of came out of nowhere. Like, we didn't get the vibe that he was gonna do this whole project.
Yeah.
And then he dropped it out of nowhere, and then maybe this next project he's gonna drop it out of nowhere and only give us like a little teaser.
Well, we're recording this episode before the release of the Drake and Party Next Door album
on Friday.
What's the over and under that Kendrick give him a little something on the same day?
Oh,
damn, that'd be fire.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, we dropping this tonight.
Just a constant.
Y'all think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this tonight.
If you was Kendrick, you would drop it the same night?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll do it because Drake hasn't really done anything since Kendrick won.
That hasn't.
No, he's done a lot.
I'm thinking in the sense of like calling Kendrick out by name.
Not Kendrick, but for example, like even today he posted, like, he alluded to Serena Williams on his freaking Finsta. Like, Drake has like done his little things.
He's doing a lot.
Yeah.
Drake's doing a lot.
The step on his release would be muddy.
That would be muddy. That would be
emergency
nasty.
pod.
No. All right. So he came out with an unreleased song.
Yeah.
I think that I thought it was cool.
I love
What
it.
I will say about this halftime show is I saw a lot of complaints, right? Yep. We saw the internet chatter about, oh my God, what is he saying? Oh my God, these songs aren't really good. He has bigger bops, right? Like, and I get that. Like, I truly understand it. But the thing that I've learned to love about Kendrick over this like last year is he comes from the same DNA of the artists, rappers specifically, that I grew up loving. Like, keep that energy.
like never let it go.
We don't let it go. We're strategic, and this is about the art form. It's not about what the masses love.
And Drake told him, nah, you following through this time.
Yeah.
When you take a jump shot, right?
Yeah.
You jump, you put your form up, and you follow through with the shot. You don't just shoot with just your knees and your elbow. This is him following through. Mm-hmm. Damn, nigga, he following directions. What's going on, y'all?
Mm-hmm. So you guys have seen everybody be like, oh, he made one of the biggest moments of his career. He made it too centered around Drake. What do you guys think about that critique that everyone's saying?
Nah, I don't think so. Because even when you look at the performance, he had notes of like Black Power, Black Pride.
Like he did a lot more.
Yeah. Even like the configuration of the red, white, and blue on the flag that were made up of men or the people that were there, and like the divide, the introduction of Samuel L. Jackson and the storyline behind that. Yep, as Uncle Sam. So yeah, I think he did it perfectly. It wasn't too much Drake. It wasn't too less. And if you were really tapped in, then you kind of understand the cultural differences as to what was going on. Mm-hmm. But if you weren't, then you weren't. Then you didn't understand.
To your point about just Black culture being felt in the building, I completely agree. And that started before even the halftime show for me. It started with Lift Every Voice and Sing. Mm-hmm. For those of you guys out there that don't know what Lift Every Voice and Sing is, that is the Black national anthem. Yeah. And all jokes aside, all my life, well, not all my life, throughout elementary school,
all my life,
I had to fight.
All my life.
I almost channeled that energy. All throughout elementary school.
Now freaking Lil Durk and J. Cole titled their collaboration.
Yeah.
All my life.
Well, Lil Durk gonna be fighting for a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, all my academic career throughout elementary school, I had to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing before the announcements and before the pledge.
Let me hear something.
Lift every voice
I didn't think he was actually gonna do it.
And sing. I forgot the words. Miss Watson would be.
You're not Black.
Yo, bro, it's Black History Month.
Miss Watson would be so disappointed.
You know Black. You know Black.
Oh fuck! I'm fucking sorry.
You still ain't.
I know.
You get a pass.
But no, it was felt, and that's what I enjoyed the most throughout the performance, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. To Regi, your point about if it was centered around Drake or not,
or like too much alluding to Drake.
I don't
think it was centered around Drake. I don't think so.
I truly don't think so.
I don't think so, but I was surprised to hear Euphoria.
Oh my God.
I was fucking shocked.
That.
I was so fucking happy to see that.
Yeah, no,
to hear that.
And I had no problem with it coming on. I was just surprised. That's my favorite song out of the battle, personally.
Yeah.
But
second favorite for me.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it was the best. No, I don't. It's second.
Yeah, just a
Family Matters is the best song out of this whole shit.
I'm not mad at that opinion.
I'm
not mad at that opinion.
For me.
Yeah, I know. I feel like because I have said that. I feel like no one else agreed with me when we said that on the pod, but I'm glad to hear it.
Most people sided with you. I'm just indifferent and weird. Okay. Euphoria was just so... I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, I thought everybody, the overall consensus was people loved Euphoria the most. But...
I think Not Like Us is probably the third best song out of this whole exchange. I think Family Matters was number one. Euphoria was number two, maybe 1B. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was Not Like Us as far as like the composition of the fucking songs, right?
That was the new kind.
Not Like Us was a hit. You get DJ Mustard and you do what you did with it, right? And you put the money into it and it becomes this massive hit. But I think if we're listening with hip hop rap ears, Drake went fucking crazy on Family Matters.
No,
my favorite song.
He went fucking crazy.
And we said that when we reviewed it.
Yeah. And Euphoria went great. Like, it's a tie, honestly. It depends on how much hate I got in my heart on the day I wake up, on which song I like more. I can't even say like Family Matters is undisputed number one, because I think both of those songs was great. Yeah. But again, consistency. Mm-hmm. The theme of this episode for me is being consistent. Kendrick Lamar has been very fucking consistent. Mm-hmm. And one of the things, I'm not going to take credit for it. I wrote this down in my notes because I was going to act as if this was an original thought.
Wait, do it.
It's not.
I do that all the time.
You stole it. Yeah.
This
Take an IP.
Or you could say like, oh, I saw this, but I'm going to steal it. And then just say it.
Certainly not an original thought. I came across a tweet and it made me think. And it's from somebody, I don't follow this person, I don't know this person. She just had a really viral tweet. Her name is Lyric Wrestling.
Okay.
And it says, hip hop in its purest form will always make America uncomfortable. The genre has been watered down in mainstream culture for so long that folks have forgotten it was never designed to be accepted by the masses. Enjoyable, with a question mark, yes. But accepted as equal to pop, country, and rock, never. Which made me think about niggas with attitude.
NWA?
Which made me think about Public Enemy. That's where my brain went when I read that tweet. And I said, holy shit, she is 1000% correct. All of the people who are angry, like, oh, what the fuck is this bullshit? I can't understand him. Why are there so many black people? I saw a tweet where the white people.
Why are there so many black people? Yo, it's a Kendrick Lamar performance. Yo.
Listen, I saw a tweet. I promise you. Okay. This white guy said, yo, what happened to DEI? He said, yo, what happened to diversity and equality in this country?
I think some white person was like a viral tweet. He was like, there was only 2 white people on that field during that performance. I'm like,
yo, the dude said he ain't seen a white nigga on his screen at halftime since U2.
My algorithm was different. My algorithm was white people who weren't mad at Kendrick Lamar. They didn't know who he was, though.
Yeah.
But they liked the fact that he represented an American flag. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, reading the tweet, I'm like, dog,
we got him.
He trying to say that this country was built on the backs of black people.
Yeah, we got him.
We got him. You didn't even know.
We got him.
And I think that was some of the dopest shit about it.
That's why I love this.
Right? Like secret messaging, we know he can be methodical with how he does things and things. But I guess something that stuck with me as well was, are artists supposed to adhere to what the mainstream wants?
Exactly.
Because all I've seen is the Super Bowl's for hits, yo. Yo, it's the Super Bowl. You didn't do hits. Well, for one, I think DNA might be double platinum. Humble went platinum. That's a hit. He played hits, but he did it his way. I could not believe the amount of black folks that were upset that this black man decided to do it in his own way during Black History Month. They kept bringing up other performances from other people, and I'm just sitting to myself, I'm like, is he just supposed to follow what was already done?
I was half that.
If some people, like, in their genuine opinion, were just like, you know what, it wasn't my favorite, like, I wasn't really entertained. I feel like if that is their reasoning, cool. Like, what can you even argue about that? That's their opinion. Yeah. But if their reasoning was like, oh, he did nothing, it was boring, it meant nothing, that is just, like, incorrect.
I will say, too, for me, if I didn't understand kind of the backstory as to what was going on, like I was saying to myself up until he teased Not Like Us, that last year's performance with Usher had me more on the edge of my seat and like engaged than the first half of that. But I understand the cultural difference and like what was going on to make me appreciate more as to like what Kendrick was saying, what he was doing, the imagery behind everything. So again, back to what I was saying, if you were tapped into what was going on, then you understand completely. But if you're not, then